Alright guys, I am here. Going to go ahead and get the introductions done in just a second, but let me go ahead and update the titles because I can't do that in between cast 2 effectively. I'm going to go ahead and mute my mic while I type away and get that set up for you guys. But again, welcome to the series. We'll be getting into the second best of 5, and I will update you guys. If you aren't paying it, if you guys are not reading the chat, I can update you via mic on what's going on with the other series. Alright guys, I just need to update one more thing and then we'll be good to go, but we'll get into the introductions at the top of the screen. It will be reverted back to game 1 of 5, or so I'll change it to series, sorry, series 1 of 5, as we are going to be into the first map. We are going to be having the teams underway at the top, high ground, fighting it out for control. Of course, winning this area does give you access to the high ground. D-Gun going to be getting the first kill of the map, taking out R2. Toxicin is going to follow that D-Gun as well, and now Numlocked able to take out Nico and respond, but so far it's been the side of, Melty winning these. Yeah, I have the titles backwards. No, I have the titles correct. We're good. Yeah, it's been yeah, Melty winning that fight. Of course, Creation having a little bit of an awkward time getting in there at the beginning. And I will get all this stuff fixed up for you guys immediately. Toxicin going to be pushing in. Just don't want to miss too much of the action, as Nico is going to end up going down to Numlock. Good kill from there. As we have R-Tier in the background, going to be getting on the point with his team, looking for that flashbang onto the... Oh, misses the Genji as he dashes through, but does end up getting the kills on D-Gun as he's slashing through. Great reaction by R-Tier. Of course, R-Tier, one of the better McCrees back in the day.
Hello.
When it comes to looking at the closed beta and such, going back in time. They have Bromos as well. He's going to be picking up a Tracer. Linkser is going to be over here on a Zarya. Drakius is going to be picking up the Mercy. And then there's Toxicin, like we said, over here on a Lucio. Looks like the offense of Melty going to be seeing what they can do here. As we do have D-Gun with that deflect. Not again, he did get the sword canceled. That's going to be, oh, Graviton Surge hitting on 1, 2, maybe 3. Looks like it is going to end up hitting on 3, and they're going to go ahead and clean that up. So that's going to be pretty much everyone in that situation cleared up. And this seems to be the perfect chance for me to go ahead and do this real quick for you guys. But again, it is at the top. I had a few people talking about it. I'm gonna change the wording. It is supposed to be a actually no, map would be the best way to say it. It is supposed to be a the top is supposed to indicate the top, the where we are at in the series for you guys, so you guys don't have to be confused throughout the cast about where we are. And there is going to be a flashbang landing onto the Tracer. She does get the rewind off, left clicks, going to be able to take out D-Gun in the back. That's awesome coming out. That's Nico's. How much damage does it end up getting done? None. He ends up dying at the end of it, as it really just basically allows Bod to get 1 kill, but then at the end of it, they end up losing all their heroes and losing the point anyways. And so we are going to be back to the situation that we were before, where we have Creation Esports up in control of the map. They're going to be up to 67, 68, 69%. And now over offense, pushing in. Looks like there are going to be kills. Moonell's going to be able to take out a kill at the beginning. That's important. Graviton Surge, that hits on 3. And critically, one of them was the Mercy, but it looks like she dashed out. And they didn't pay attention. Draki is going to be able to turn around and get the Resurrection. They didn't focus the Mercy. She flew right by them. And that's going to mean that they're going to be able to take the point here. Or they're probably going to lose the fight here. Of course, the Resurrection was used. They have no Resurrection themselves. They're running no Mercy. Bromos on this Tracer over on the left side, flanking around. Not going to get too much done. And Bracket is here. R-Tier with that Deadeye. He's going to be channeling that out. Let's see. Oh, he got 2 ticks. Looks like he's going to be able to get 1. Basically damage up all of it. Oh, great flashbang. Going to be able to take out D-Gun. Now with the left clicks, going to be able to take out Nico during that Death Blossom. And now it's basically left to Tech as he's on the point. Going to be fighting it out as that Winston, popping the Primal Rage. Of course, Primal Rage making you a giant water balloon as well, because you have no armor. Well, you have the armor at the beginning, but you have no armor after that. You have 900 HP points. So you're basically another Roadhog who's going to charge up those ultimates. Reaper's just going to shred through him. But he did stall it up long enough for his team to be able to maybe get in the area and buy some extra time. They haven't been able to cap the point yet. Still contested, and it's still in control of Melty. So good job by them manipulating it so far. But that die coming out from Numlock, getting himself a double kill. Maybe making it a triple kill as he's going to help take out Moon. Unfortunately, Leekster is going to be able to take that from him, so he's not going to be able to get the triple kill himself. And that is going to be the first map on Nepal, guys. I will get the map pool for you. I'll figure that out in just a second. I apologize for all of the lack of coherent updates between this game and the next one. Hopefully we get a little bit stalled out and I have a 10-minute, 15-minute break to go ahead and get everything that I need to sorted for you guys, discuss with you guys, talk to you guys, any discussion questions, whatever you guys have, more time. But unfortunately with that last best of 3 going literally 3 hours, literally 3 hours, didn't have much time between this one and the last one. Didn't get to introduce the other side of Melty too much. Of course, Moon L going to be their flex player, going to be picking flex tank role player, going to be picking up their Zarya Dagon. He's going to be on a Mercy. It's interesting. I'm not sure about that. Normally, of course, Dagon is going to be their big damage player. Bod going to be one of their Bod going to be their Lucio player. So interesting that they are going to be running Dagon over on that Mercy. He definitely is one of the better Pharah players right now, in my opinion. He plays a very strong Pharah. RTR going to be able to take out Flippy as Numlocked as well, answers, and now Linkser, and that's just too many kills. That's going to be a snowball fight, and that's going to be the end of the fight. No way that you're going to be able to win after losing that many heroes, and that's just kind of the situation that you get stuck into when you lose so many off the bat in a fight like that. When you lose 2 off the bat, it's like like any competitive game that you've played, whatever it is, MOBA, RTS, FPS, if you're going to be playing a team-based game where you're multiple versus multiple and you lose 1 or 2 off the bat very quickly, the snowball potential is just way too high because you have multiple people focusing the other targets where the other targets have to spread out their focus. Numlock going to be able to take out Tech and D-Gun as Bromas is able to take out Nico. Nico did answer though, taking out R-Tiers. Flippy gets a kill himself. We'll be switching over to him on this pulse bomb. He's on the point, keeping it contested, but of course he's not going to be able to flip it. That's going to be a pulse bomb. He actually gets the double kill, triple kill from Flippy. What a pulse bomb from him! Individual play, making big step for his team, and that's going to allow them to take the point for sure. He's, of course, just going to chase out a little bit. I would, too, after a play like that. That's a triple kill. A bit of a blunder from the side of Bromas, as he was the one that was stuck, and he should have either rewinded or blinked away as fast as possible, but, oh, man. And the game between Anox and the game between Team Era is being played off stream so that we're not too far behind, guys, as there's going to be a Death Blossom coming out from the side of Numlocked. It does get a fair bit of kills as Archer is able to clean up a lot off the back of that Linkser as well. Helping it out, that's going to be another team kill. But again, the game between Overwatch Kings and Team Era is going to be played off stream, guys. Basically what we went 3 hours. There's no way that we could do that series on stream as well, back to back to back, and be fair to the last game of the day. The last game of the day would then be being played at 4 or 5 a.m. in the morning for them, and that's just unreasonable for the players. There's going to be a high noon, but he's going to get canceled. Great play. As he was channeling on high noon, cancels it out. Bromas going to be able to get himself a triple kill. Because, of course, we were watching the McCree. Kill feed going to be our aid there. Is 4 kills total for Bromas in the last 5-10 seconds. As he is going to make it a 5th, taking out Moon L. And now Numlock going to be cleaning up as well. And so far, Creation Esports looking like the much better team when it comes to King of the Hill. And no surprise there, when it comes to the pecking order, Creation Esports has always been definitely one of the better teams. But, and of course, Melty has been up on the rise, but Melty has been looking pretty good lately. Of course, yesterday they did take out 2 Strong in the Atlantic Showdown, but that did happen, I would say, partly due to DC. That's the elephant in the room of that series, but still, Pulse Bomb, that's that combo. There's the Resurrection, they're going to bring them back up, so they're going to fight off the back of this R-tier with that. Flashbang, we have another Numlock, Death Blossom, getting himself a kill. Bromas going to get another off the back of that, it looks like. Flippy taking a lot of damage, going to be using that rewind. Of course, you can see Numlock trying to predict where 3 seconds ago was, finding that Tracer, was able to, chases him down, calls left side flank. Links are able to clean up, and that's a 2-0 over to the side of Creation Esports.
Score 2-0.
So, Melty fans. A little bit of a need a pog champs, I think, for them. A little bit of dongers, need a little bit of hype for them, as they're already down 2-0 and it is not looking good. Definitely looking like a slight better showing so far from the side of Creation. Again, it's early in the series, guys, and if the last series is any indication of what happens in best of 5s, if you guys are new to esports, if this is your first esport ever watching, you guys haven't watched any StarCraft, any Dota, any League, any Counter-Strike, those are all games that I mainly watch. Hearthstone, best of series, they can go anywhere. That's the beauty of them. It goes to the best team in the end, ideally, right? So we have lots of games to be played out, even though it is already 2-0 to the side of Creation and looking very favorable for him. We're going to go ahead and start an R tier. He's been going off lately for his team, doing so much damage. And let's see what happens here. They are going to push him forward with that acceleration, landing good left click spot, taking a lot of damage. And again, R tier just landing these left clicks so critical that he lands them in the head too if he does, because they do basically 140 damage at the range she's at. So far, the kill feed going massively in their favor. As you can see, only Numlock was really the one to die, and Lynx are on 70, 90 charge, doing so much damage. Bromos, our tier, are going to be getting more kills, and that's going to be a take of the point. And we're going to be going on into the next map here, or not in the next map, into the into the actual percent gain part as it activated. Getting way too far ahead of myself there, guys. That's me. Don't. Definitely fail fish there for me, as Flippy is going to be able to take out Draki, so that's a very good kill for them. They do need to continue those kinds of kills. Flippy in a good position, and they are going to be able to take the point. So gain themselves some percent. They're not going to get goose egged on this map. The question is, can they maintain control of it? Nico actually able to take out Archer. That's a big start. Nico with a second kill. Nico making big plays for his team. He's also helping be responsible for the kill on Numlock, and it looks like bye-bye, Linkster. As he kind of goes flying off the cliff. I think that was him getting knocked off by the Winston, but again, it could have also just been that he fell off on purpose. In a situation like that, if you have enough forethought as a player, you can say, we've lost this fight. I should just jump off and deny ult charge, because you can't gain ult charge when you die to your death. Now, you do give them kill and you do give them on fire charge, but you do not give them ult charge for that, because they physically did not do damage to you to kill you. They just knocked you off. There's going to be a Deadeye coming out from Archer. He's going to pull the trigger. He's going to end up getting out Nico, as Nico wanted to go in for that flashbang. Archer with a total of a triple kill by the end. Now he's going to be going up against D-Gun, as D-Gun has switched off of that Mercy and is now going to be playing that Genji. We have a resurrection coming out as D-Gun ended up getting himself a triple kill by the end, but he ends up going down to Linkser, and they're going to go ahead and flip back the point, 47%. But the side of Melty not looking completely lost right now as Numlock goes forward with that Death Blossom. We caught the end of it, getting a double kill. Toxican also helping answer as he takes out one hero. And the side of Creation Esports is going to be in control of the point for now, 32-47, as we move continuing on into this map, guys. And again, this is the battle. We're only into the 2 of 3 best of 5s that we'll be watching today. We only have one more after this, so definitely get out on social media, let your friends, let your fam know. We have Creation Esports playing. Melty Esports right now is Nico is going to be getting a kill onto Bromos. That's a good kill to start it out with, as we have a second kill for Nico. Nico, you've been doing a lot for your team, as he's going to take out R-Tier, making it a triple for him at the end. R-Tier does end up trading as he takes him out, but looks like Flippy is going to be activating those sights and doing so much damage. Lucio going to go flying off the cliff. Not going to be anything gained from him, as we have the soldier bubbled up, going to be pushing forward. But again, guys, do get on social media, let your friends and fam know. Right now, Melty versus Creation, best of 5 just started, underway. After that, you know what, we have another best of 5. Reunited taking on SG1, and that should be another really exciting one. See if we have another upset, as of course, SG1 has been on a rise lately, on a tear in the middle of the European professional scene. And meanwhile, for the, or the top professional scene, meanwhile at the, side of Reunited, they've always been one of the top teams and are continuing to show that. Bromos, Tech, dead. Another kill happened before that, but that's going to maintain point control 71% to 69%. We have a game tied. This is definitely starting to look like a more even match, as Melty Esports is getting a little bit of their feet under them, but the positional control from the side of Rogue, Reunited, just misspoke big time. Creation is going to be very strong as far as they're able to continually push up Milk Time. You can tell that they're using their position, they're using their situations to their advantage. Graviton Search going to be coming out. It looks like it's head on 2, as Bromos is going to be able to clean those up with Linkser. Now Bromos is going to be able to get himself a double kill total. He's just doing so much damage on the soldier, able to land a direct rocket onto Tech, and no one's on the point nearby to be able to get this. There's going to be a Dragon Blade. Maybe he gets there on time with clearing the area. Is going to be Numlock, as he ends up actually going down to D-Gun. D-Gun with his Dragon Blade. He could still get a lot more done, but Tech ends up going down. With D-Gun going down, they are going to drop the beat, but Flippy's over to the right side, going to have to duel up against Bromos before he can ever figure about going any farther into this. Is direct shots onto Bod. Bod going to be taking a fair bit. He ends up falling, and now that's going to be a flashbang onto Flippy. He goes down. Moonell's going to try. He might be able to make it there in time. He might know, but he ends up going down. 3-0, Creation Esports. They're going to go ahead and take the first map, and we're going to be going into our second map of the series. As again, guys, this is a best of 5.
Play of the match.
We'll go ahead and get the map pool here as we get this play of the game for you guys.
Heroes never die.
Resurrection. Alright, so Holly is where we're going to be going next, guys. Hollywood. Moonhouse, like, yeah. Oh, yeah. The PTSD is definitely kicking in. So what I wanted to say, though, is, like, so last time, okay, we played on Anubis, we played on Volskaya, we played on Dorado, and we played on Ro8, and we played on Nepal. This series, we're playing on a completely standard set of maps. We have Hollywood in the map, we have Lijiang Tower, we have King's Row, and there is one other map that I just missed. Did I say Hollywood? What did I miss? What's the random one? You said 4. Nepal, we just... Oh, yeah. Volskaya, the PTSD thing. The point I'm trying to make here is that we're going to a standard set of maps. So before, guys, we went to something completely different, Route 66, stuff that you don't normally see, as far as a standard best of 5, best of 3, when the map pool is smaller. But we're seeing the standard lots now, Hollywood, which is kind of cool. I get to say this is the first time we're going to Hollywood for today, and we've been streaming for almost 4 hours. That's awesome. It's a very rare occurrence. And definitely, yeah, guys, be slamming those PogChamps. This is an exciting series. Hopefully, this has been an exciting day. I mean, I know it went long, guys. And now that I'm out of the series, and now that my brain's been able to recover a little bit, that was an exciting best of 5 Misfits Rogue. Really unfortunate that there isn't a better system in place yet. And again, if you guys have opinions on this, I highly recommend you go on to Twitter at @PlayOverwatch, you know, on the subreddits, on the forums, and start talking about, you know, what are good solutions to the coin flip. Personally, I've been kind of thinking that one solution is that we do a coin flip, but not for, like, okay, so we do coin flip to start the sides, but then you do it CSGO style, where you have both teams attack the first point, if it's hybrid, for instance, for Hollywood, and if both teams fail to take it, just go to another sudden death. At the end of the day, if you're going to be trying to find the best team, it needs to come down to the same map. It needs to, and I think that would be the best. Yeah, it would be forever. But at the same time, I think that at the end of the day, you gotta make your stance somewhere. You're either making your format for you're making your format for the continuity / cleanliness of viewer, so that you have games nonstop, and that kind of situation. You're not letting them go on a long time, or you have it explicitly formatted in a way to decide the best team. And that's what competition is about, is finding the best team. So personally, you know, if I was to take an opinion on this, I would prefer something of that nature, because it would award better teams more often the win, because they would be able to have be able to take the point, whatever it is. But yeah, so if both teams take, then it goes back again. So basically just goes until one team defends and one team can't. I mean, the other option is, of course, you could do it on a random point in the map too. There are some ways to look at it, but definitely, guys, go out there and get on your social media. Talk to your friends, your fam, whatever. Let them know. Get the ideas out there. The only way for us to improve competitive mode is to engage in active discussion with Blizzard. Of course, they've already listened with the PTR patch. It's pretty awesome. The PTR patch, if you guys haven't got to play it, I highly recommend downloading it and trying it out. Diva is super cool. Definitely far more of a consistent option now. There's a lot more other cool things. I think Soldier, you know, his nerf is definitely... It's impactful, but at the same time, Soldier's still going to be the same hero. The buff to McCree might be nice to maybe offset the play rate a little bit. As you can see, players are playing a little bit more McCree because his mid-range left click is now 100% damage. And so I believe that the way it works is it's, you know, plateaus for medium close, or sorry, close, medium close, close range. And then at medium far, I think it still stays at 70, and then it, like, long ranges, so I think it's like 30 meters plus in the engine, 30, 40 meters. That's when it falls off, and it falls off incredibly hard, so it goes straight down from 70 to 45 very, 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 very quickly. But we are going to be getting into the action here, guys, as we do have a switch of the titles. I will get that fixed for you just right now. But, again, what I want to echo is that there is more action today, of course, guys, so do get out there and let people know. And there is more action in this tournament in general. It should be covered tomorrow as well. I will double check on the upcoming matches. But yeah, it should be
I'm not paying you for your acting ability. Let's get moving.
We'll be scheduling the matches based on stuff, I think, is what's going to end up happening. That's why it's not there. That's why I don't want to speak exactly yet, guys. I will keep you updated. Of course, you can follow me on Twitter. Follow at UCCleague. Follow the channel for updates, all of that kind of stuff on this kind of stuff. But mainly what I want to get at, guys, is that I think what we're going to do is schedule the games as it goes forward from this point on, because there is so much going on. I mean, again, guys, Ghost Who Gamer Weeklies, Atlantic Showdown, the King of the Watch. There's a Korean event going on that I'll be casting tomorrow at 4 a.m. That's gonna be fun. There's, of course, the Superstar League that I cast for. There's the ESL Go 4 Cup. And that's all just in the next 5 days, guys. That's all Overwatch action in the next 5 days, NA and EU. So much action to be had, so much action to be played. Ignore the time to beat. I totally spaced on updating that, but we did get the stopwatch started properly. So, good thing there. Again, ignore the time to beat. Defense going to be the side of Melty, seeing if they can get to their defense setup here. We'll be switching over to Flippy to start it off. Of course, this spot on the Soldier, very common, very effective, very easy to emulate, as basically you're just standing on a smaller platform, setting up in the high ground, having good aim, and your position. I say that Bromos ends up taking him out with a double direct, basically on the back of that wall. That's going to be a huge kill for them, and so far the kill feed just absolutely lighting up in the side of Creation Esports. Lynx are able to get one as Numlock answers in for 2 himself, and that's going to be the first point taken in literally 41 seconds as Creation Esports is looking very strong right now, guys. Very, very strong. As we are going to have more left clicks going out against the Reaper. He's going to drop Bromos down, but of course the Pocket Mercy is going to basically prevent that damage. Now Bromos gets super low. Linkster actually ends up going down. It looks like he was inside that building. Awkward position from him. Now Bode, the team, trying to fight it out. Nico actually getting super low. He's going to be amped up, healed there, as Bode ends up taking out Numlock with a headshot there. Good shots by him. We have Flippy going to be jumping in, but not going to much happen off the back of that as Tech is going to be on that Pharah. And again, guys, interesting, they're going to have the Mercy being played by D-Gun, and Tech picking up the Pharah. Now, before, Tech would have been definitely playing the flex tank role / DPS role, but really D-Gun would have been on the Pharah every single time. D-Gun, one of the closed beta, better Pharahs in my opinion, so I wonder what the logic and their decision-making is. Of course, this is a game where it comes down to the team being able to flow together. Lynx and R-Tier are going to be getting massive kills to start this off. We're going to switch over to R-Tiers. Of course, there is that Dragon Strike growing out. It looks like it's going to do not too much. No kills gained. Just a good zoning, buying space and time. And it looks like, R-Tier's going to be able to find the monkey. Going to be able to get one good left click on him, too. Can he get the second? Winston's going to try to get on that escape plan, but looks like his medical plan is alright. He gets out alive with a sliver of HP. Definitely be looking to do a better one, though. As the defense is going to basically be losing all of the streets phase here. All of it, as Tech, again, like I said, it's interesting. Well, what I wanted to say, the thought I had was that teams, it matters so much that you play based upon what you work well as with the team. There's going to be a barrage in the background. Bromos getting a double kill. Linkster with a double kill. Make it a triple. Make it a triple. Team kill. Triple coming out. As we have, never mind, double triple with Toxicant ruining the triple. Going to be taking one of those kills at the end, but that's going to be a direct arrow and a shot out to Tech. He didn't know that Sonic arrow was there. Immediately landed as soon as he ran around that corner. Gets shot up. But what I was trying to say, guys, is that you want to work around with what works best with your team. That's why you see a lot of these times, some of the best Quake players right now, some of the best, like Steel has been playing Roadhog. He's a very strong CSGO player before the whole iBuyPower incident. And of course, if you look at over for the side of, oh god, why can't I remember their name now? Other team and a few of those other Quake teams, they have quite a few of their best shooters playing support. So it really just matters what fits the team and what works out. Nico going to be able to get a kill on Linkster as we're starting this fight out. As that goes Tech's Rocket Barrage. So far, Nico getting big kills for his team. He's going to be getting 2. That Death Blossom helping out quite a bit. Now there's going to be that Dragon Strike in a very awkward angle for the side of the offense. I'm not sure it's going to gain that much. Now Rocket Barrage coming out is Bromos. He's getting himself a lot of kills, making a total of 2. As Numlock is going to be answering again, giving some love over to the Reinhardts. Never give them any love as we're always watching the DPS rolls. As he's going to be trying to zone out everyone on the cart, just fighting it out by himself, swinging away. Does have an Earth Shatter available if he hurts. Alright, hits. The Pharah one more time, she will end up going down, but does end up living in this. Whole Hog should be zoning him out, and this might be enough to get it, but the Resurrection on Flippy is going to allow them to contest the cart. If there wasn't a Resurrection there, the immunity contesting would not have occurred, and the Whole Hog would have pushed people off enough, and they would have been able to cap the point. 1.06 meters, guys. 1.06 meters as the side of Melty Esports is really on the wire here. Literally hanging on by a thread in this match. 4:05 is a disgusting time right now. Very quick time coming out from the side of Creation Esports. Linkster over to the right side. That's a Death Blossom that you need when you're losing the game. Double kill, make it a triple, as he's going to make it a quad kill, taking out Bromos in the end, and literally the only hero left is going to be Toxicant. And team kill horn sounded. They needed that. 4:25 on the clock so far. 4:28 and ticking. And of course, if you're going to be falling behind this quickly and you don't get those kind of kills, then you're going to be losing the point right then and there. You're going to be looking at 4 minute time, and you're not going to be having a good game going into the next series down 2-0. That's just the truth. As a competitive player, you want to win every single game, and when you're not winning games, the emotional and the mental field can definitely get onto his Nico. He's going to be able to take out Toxican. Tech getting a double kill Moonell, but that resurrection coming out from Drakius, bringing up all 5 members, but a greater shatter going under the shield. It looks like it did end up hitting as Numlock. That's going to charge through in the background, does end up going down as Toxican is able to take out Moonell. Nico, 2 kills onto Bromos, 1 onto Numlock, and now Lynx are getting even more kills as Moonell needs to stabilize for his team. He needs to keep it up, he needs to stay alive, but there's not enough heroes on the offense left. They're going to get cleaned up. Toxican going to try to get on the escape plan, but it's not going to happen. It's just not. You're dead, buddy. Sorry. Flippy going to be taking that kill. And now Bromos and team going to be getting back onto the offensive plan once again. 5 minutes and 30 seconds. Another whole minute eaten up on the clock from the side of Melty Esports. Great defense on this last point so far. Got to hand it to him here. All of the mistakes of the map before are starting to matter a little bit less with this kind of defense. That's going to be a great rocket barrage coming out from Tech, able to get a kill before he ends up going down. Can he get more off the back of this? As there is going to be a Death Blossom coming out from Nico and another team kill horde. Oh boy, Melty Esports fans, are you guys excited to see this 6-minute defense so far? Make it another minute or two and they'd be very happy. Full hold would be ideal. But at the end of the day, at this level, at this skill level, you really don't expect there to ever not be caps. It's really the rarity. I mean, I don't know the exact statistics on that, but if you went back and looked at all of the competitive matches over the last month, I'm pretty sure you'd see a very high cap rate in general for the offense, as there is going to be left clicks going out from Bromos as he's just switching over to this Victory and making a big difference already. D-Gun not with the resurrection available. If he can't get a resurrection off here, oh, Bromos missing a lot of these shots. Maybe they just should have had R-Tier switch to it. R-Tier going to be on that, Reaper, sorry, he's doing a lot of damage there. It doesn't matter, as they're going to be able to clean up 1 tank. Now they just need to clean up the Tracers. I believe that's a Deadeye coming out from the side of Bromos to help zone out. And it is going to come out. He is going to be able to get the kill onto Tech. Resurrection is there to immunity contest with flashbang, double left click. And that's going to be time, guys. 6:52 is my clock.
Switching sides. Score 0-3.
Make sure that's right.
Sides.
Okay, so 6:52 about. We'll also be able to tell because we have this approximately correct, so we will be able to okay. Countdown. So it's then it'd be 1 second off, wouldn't it, every single time? After you cap it, it'd be 1 second off. 6:54. Okay. I kind of figured that would explain some things, but fair enough. Defense now going to be Creation Esports. They're going to have to be holding up against the offense of Melty Esports. 6 minutes 54 seconds for all intents and purposes. 7-minute offense is in front of the side of Melty Esports if they are able to effectually get across the map in that amount of time, and they're able to get to. I have 20 seconds, so excuse the rushing camera, guys. But for dramatic purposes / practice of production, if they can get to this point and under that time, guys, we will be awarding them a score on this map. So here it is, full cap. 6 minutes, 54 seconds to get there. Offense going to be going out here as Melty Esports is going to be moving forward. Stopwatch just a slight second late, but shouldn't matter too much, as of course, usually these games, I've had 2 games come down to within 3 seconds. And of course we do have the already the 6:54, so we can't use math to solve it up, as there is going to be that spam going out through the archway, preventing most of the offense from getting in cleanly. They do, however, get through. Say that, Bromos gets a kill, though. Good one on him, taking out Nico. That's going to be a huge damage threat for the side of the offense, as they are going to get the counter charge on Moonell. He goes down. So far, 2 kills for the side of Creations Esports, as they are looking like a very strong defense. 3 minutes and 20 seconds remains on the first points clock. Again, we won't even worry about the stopwatch at first, guys. It will matter. It is up in your screen. You can see the time in your top left. However, if the side of Melty is not able to take the first point, then all the talk about the stopwatch is completely irrelevant. So we'll see what happens here on the first point. Ro8's getting more rockets off, more damage done. And of course, that's what you need from your Pharah. Your Pharah is your spamming, barrier bursting hero. They're not running a Junkrat. They are running a Roadhog, though, as he is going to be busting out that whole hog. It seems like it's doing a fair bit of damage and creating a lot of zone, as he's going to start spamming into that barrier. Barrier bursted. You can see the little triangles of the barrier falling apart. That's how you tell. There's going to be an Earth Shatter. Does get absorbed. That actually counter. Earth Shatter looks better. Nico. Oh, what a great shot by Linkser and a hook. Can he get the kill, or will he die? No, it looks like he's going to end up surviving with the healing. And now Tech going to be taking a right click, and now this Roadhog. Linkser is just doing so much damage. He's going to go ahead and take a breather in the middle of that Graviton Surge. Doesn't matter to him. He has a sound barrier. He has a Mercy healing, and he also has a breather. There's going to be in the background RaptorZ Deadeye. Looks like it does get some kills, as it only got one. Nico was answering there for a moment, getting a few kills, but so far the defense losing quite a few members. They actually have no one on the point. It's basically just the side of Drakius. He needs to land a lot of pistol shots to be able to get the resurrection available. Tech is going to be able to get back in the area now. Drakius actually was able to get out alive. He just goes ahead and backs off. So the offense is going to have a few members there on the point. 2. They did have 3 for a moment there. Now going to have 4. There's going to be the initiation charge in. Numlock taking a lot of damage. He's getting super low. Looks like Numlock will end up falling, and they are going to go ahead and lose the point. 2 minutes eaten up on the clock, so now we will be worrying about the second point and the stopwatch. Resurrection going to be going off as actually Nico is able to take out Drakius, and that's a big kill, of course, because that Mercy is now going to be in a staggered spawn, and this Lucio. Oh man, this Lucio, he needs to go down. He's all alone. Not getting this kill would be very awkward. Of course, Nico will get it. Toxicin. He's wanting to do everything he can to get away, but in that situation, when the McCree is hounding you down that hard, there's almost zero chance that you're going to end up escaping from that. So, 2 minutes 45. Looks like to be about right on the clock. Air duel between the Pharahs. Let's see what Tech can do. As of course he is going to get... Nope, never mind Tech, you're dead. Links are going to say, sorry buddy, I don't want you to 1v1 duel my buddy. I'm going to make sure that we win that duel. So he takes out the Pharah. Deflect on the Ro8's going to be able to take, or Deflect can be able to take out, help take out, as Ro8's got that rocket and into a rocket barrage doing a lot of damage. Now Ro8 getting a 3rd kill, and as well as Numlock going to be getting another, and that's going to be a cleaned up offense. 3 minutes and 8 seconds. Basically 4 minutes remains on the clock to continue the offense, guys. And again, we're into game 2 of this best of 5 series for the battle. Players are playing for $4,000. I'll go ahead and link the brackets for those who are those are just showing up. Those have shown up since the last series. And there's going to be a Graviton Surge going out, hitting on all of them right now. That's pretty big. Can they capitalize off of it? Doesn't look like it actually may not hit on that mini. They might have been able to spread out from it. Linkser is able to take out Tech. And now Resurrection's going to be coming out. And actually, Dragon Blade after the Resurrection. This could be a big problem, as he's going to be able to start slashing away. He's able to clean up the Reinhardt, dashing through. Going to be going on to Nico, trying to deflect up that flashbang. I don't know what happened to my frames there. I'd pay anything to get those frames back, but it looks like it wasn't too much, as Nico is not going to, they're not going to have to deflect to counter the Deadeye, but Nico and Linkser do trade. Of course, projectiles versus hit scan, that can happen quite a bit. Flippy going to be bubbling up his team, and they're not getting very far, guys. 4 minutes and 7 seconds. 2 minutes basically remain on the clock. Oh, McCree. McCree, are you going to take that? It's a terrible name for it. Absolutely horrendous, your name, McCree. Who would ever name a character that named themselves that? Like, come on, man. So we are going to have the initiation going out. That's going to be a Earth Shatter, not landing on too much. The flashbang from Archer, though, does land on Nico, so he's going to end up going down. There's a charge from Numlock. Archer going to be busting out his Deadeye. Let's see how many kills he gets with it. None, as he is just going to be able to zone with it. Now going to be going for the left clicks onto Nico. Not able to win the fight so far. Flashbang, though. Double flashbang. Who's going to win this? Nico. Barely wins it in the end. Doesn't really matter too much, though, as of course there is the Resurrection available for Drakius. He's going to go ahead and use it, but he doesn't bring up Archer. So it does end up missing on Archer, as he does end up dying, and Links are going to be able to get the deflect, taking out that barrage. Tech ends up dying because of it, and now that's going to be a stall up on the point again. 2 minutes, guys. 1 minute, basically, and 50 seconds remains on the clock for the side of Melty Esports to get this conversion going. Again, after this map, I will go ahead and look up the chat. It was linked up here. Legion Tower is going to be our next map after this. Dragon Blade going to be coming out after onto D-Gun, taking him out. Now Flippy going to be falling as well, and this Dragon Blade is just going to do too much here. He's going to be looking for the other Genji. That's Nico. Gets one slash, but doesn't get the follow-up. Now going to be dueling up against Nico. Deflect, deflect. Going to be able to win the duel with the fan into the dash. That's what you want to be doing as Genji. Note that you can throw your shurikens and dash immediately, and you will dash as fast as your shurikens, basically. So you can do an instant burst of damage with both fan and left click if you time it properly with your dash. R-tier very close to a Deadeye. Offense. D-Gun very close to his resurrection. Nico going to be having his sword very quickly. We're going to stay on him actually for a moment here as to see if he can get something done for his team. He's going to be deflecting the Deadeye. Nope, doesn't even need to. Just going to take him out anyways, and now going to be busting out that blade. Getting bopped away. Needs to be looking for those kills. Going to be going on to this Reinhardt, but Reinhardt's just doing too much damage, and Numlock going to end up taking him out. Resurrection was available, and it's going to bring up the fallen members that Genji was able to kill. And now we're back at the beginning of the fight with basically 40 seconds left on the clock. There's no way for it going to happen. And unfortunately, with that cleaned up fight, Melty Esports is going to be left with a mathematical impossibility. 30 seconds to clear the rest of the map. And we will be awarding 2 points over to Creation. Of course, we'll wait to the end of the map for any clarification purposes on the scores. But Creation Esports is looking like to take this in a quick 3-0 at this rate. They already dominated map 1, they dominated map 2, and they're looking to dominate map 3. Melty Esports, again, definitely not the better team at all. I would definitely say that they should be losing to Creation Esports most of the time. Deadeye coming out. There's going to be not too much damage from it at all. R-tier takes a lot as well. He's down low. He's going to go for the flashbang. Looks like it ends up missing as there is going to be a rocket barrage coming out from Tech, but it ends up going down to Bromos's, and Bromos's rocket barrage just looks like to be slightly better as he gets 2 kills with it. Going to be following up with the direct rocket on Nico. Not going to actually get the direct, but does a lot of damage to him. Resurrection was available, bringing up most of the members who are past the stopwatch, guys. Players are just playing for pride at this point, and that's going to be the end of overtime, and we're going to go ahead and award a point over to Creation. But yeah, again, guys, what I want to say here is that, like, so when it comes to pecking order, no surprise, this Death Blossom, if I believe it's what I think it was an absolutely amazing one. And we'll see here in just a moment. Yep, this is going to be the Death Blossom on the defense. This is what bought them that first moment of, that first bit of time. Without that, they would not have been able to get into the position that they were. And of course, yeah, to the power rankings, guys, number 13 taking on the number 3 team right now. That should give you a better idea, better than I am capitulating it. Would have been faster and nicer to look at. Yeah, Nano Boost on Reaper. Oh, man. It's going to be crazy, guys, when that comes out. But again, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for watching, guys. We're already 2 games into this series. This is a best of 5, so the side of Melty is not out. If they win this next map, they'll take it to the 4th map, and then, of course, we still have a 5th map if they win the 4th. But so far, match point for the side of Creation. They only need to win 1 out of the next 3 maps to be able to actually move forward on to the semifinals. And again, just like the previous match, guys, winner of this is into the semifinals, which means that they're already into $500 guaranteed. So, big things, big days, big games for these teams. So Melty Esports would really like to get the upset over Creation, but again, frankly speaking, Creation has been looking very solid lately. I'd kind of like to, like, the way that I've been framing it in my mind, I might be a little bit off, because again, I'm trying to watch as much as I can. I'm casting a fair bit, guys, so some of my analysis, sometimes it's just, I haven't seen something, so do take it with a grain of salt in that respect. But with the way I see it right now, it's basically like Envious and Creation, in my opinion, are very similar in a lot of ways. And it's similar in the sense that they like to play a aggressive style when they allow to, but they can also be extremely methodical. And also they have extremely good aimers. And the other thing that they also are is incredibly consistent. I feel like most of the top teams right now have these, like, streaks and veins of, you know, playing very well and moving up a spot or 2, but then kind of moving down a spot or 2. A good instance of this is Cloud9 recently. LG had that massive run in June, and they've looked pretty good since, but they haven't looked nearly as good in my opinion. And so they're kind of been streaky, but I always see Creation Esports, I always see Envious, and the other team that I really want to throw in there is, God, there's one other team. And I don't know why I can't remember them right now. But they're consistent. They're always consistently beating the teams they should. Then they're, you know, losing to the team above them, is basically how it goes down. But they are consistently beating the teams that they should. Very rarely losing to them. I believe the last time I saw Creation Esports lose, like, a finals or anything against a team that they... The last time Creation Esports has been majorly upset. It's been a while, I would say. I can't remember the exact game.
Now arriving at Yidong Tower.
I have no calm down button, says Numlocked. That's my casting, man. I love rambling. I love talking. I love being excited about Overwatch, guys. So, trying to pay attention to that feedback earlier, but at the same time, it's hard because sitting here in these games are just so exciting, so action-packed, so much fun to watch. And I just feel like it's my obligation to make sure that these games get the proper hype around them. Because, of course, these players... Again, guys, you're looking at the number 3 team in the world, Creation Esports, right now, playing the number 13 team in the world. This is a big tournament. The battle, $4,000. Basically, only the top teams are playing from Europe, mind you. Not from any NA teams. But still, very important tournament for a lot of these players. And it's just been an absolute blast to cast and a blast to be a part of. So, you know, thank you so far to UCC for letting me come in midway through. Again, I was not here from the beginning. I stopped in halfway through the group stage. Didn't get to cast the qualifier. Didn't cast group stage 1. So who are we going to follow out? Are we going to follow out Bromas because he's on a Junkrat on King of the Hill? Yeah, that's who we're going to follow out. That's who we're going to follow out. Looks like so far Grenade's going to be doing a fair bit of damage, but nothing else past that. As D-Gun is going to land a direct, or end up taking out Numlocked, as Tech is going to end up landing kills onto Bromas as he goes down, and now R-Tier. Well, Linkster, you're going to be on this this Hanzo, and we're going to be going ahead and staying on him. R-Tier going to be on his Roadhog, no surprise there. He was playing an absolutely amazing Roadhog on the first King of the Hill map today. But Melty Esports is going to be the first one in control of the point, and that's going to be completely different than what we saw on the map of Nepal. Tracer going to be trying to take out Hanzo, but if Hanzo can flick the arrow well, yep, lands one. Now that's going to be the rewind. Oh, almost landed that flick too. Again, it's a dance of death right now between the Tracer and the Hanzo. Tracer, if dodges well, does have the ability to clean up Hanzo very easily, but of course Hanzo can quickly one-shot and just take out Drakius. We got the caught of that. He actually taked out the Tracer himself. Screw talking about Hanzo landing a clutch arrow when you can just have your Mercy land great pistol blasts to the face of Tracer and taking it out. And thank you guys. Appreciate that. Try to keep that balanced, of course. Offense going to be moving in. The side of Melty Esports now in not control the point. Already 50 charge on this area, though. Muno doing a good job getting there. There's a... Oh, any kills? Sated Dragon? No, nothing going to happen from that. Looks like Nico, though, on the background is going to be getting a lot of kills himself. We're going to have to switch over to him. He is going off right now. Double kill, one on Lynx, one on Drakius, and of course one of them being Drakius is going to be the Res, and he gets the double click on the Numlock before the Wraith form goes off and make it another kill as he tags R-Tier in the head. Somebody get this guy on ice if you're going to be able to win this King of the Hill map. The side of Melty Esports is looking like a very strong team right now on this map, especially off the back of that kind of McCree play. He's landing dinks so consistently. Sight's going to be active here from Flippy as he's going to need to be the one to hold up that kind of action that was created by his teammate, and it looks like he's going to as he's able to take out Numlock. 3 total kills so far, as it looks like they are going to be able to take out Toxicant, and they are going to go ahead and actually flip the point 26% to 54.
My ultimate is charging.
That's going to be a Riptire coming out. Will the Riptire get anything done? No, it doesn't look like the Riptire is going to get anything done. So, looks like he's probably going to switch off of that, I imagine. Yep, Bromas going to be switching over to the... Oh, Graviton Surge. How many does it hit on? How many does it hit on? It hits on the entire team. Nico with a triple kill Deadeye. And now Numlock's going to be one of the only last members to survive. Bromas, he's going to try to get some kills off the back of it, but that is going to be a team kill. Did we catch the horn? We did. And that's going to be a great combo with the Deadeye, with the Graviton Surge, making a big difference for the side of Melty Esports. And quite possibly, guys, Melty Esports might be able to take this map and give us another map on this series. We are still 0-0 right at the beginning. Very young. There's going to be a Death Blossom coming up from Numlocked. He does get canceled up in the middle of that. That's going to be huge. R-Tier going to end up going down as well. So now we're going to need to switch over to another heroes we have in the meanwhile. Looks like Bromos was going to get bubbled up and does end up surviving after getting juggled in the corner by that Winston. And we again have the point taken over by the side of Creation Esports. It's back to an even fight. Both teams have taken the point. Both teams have gotten good time on this map. Lijiang Tower, the most commonly practiced King of the Hill map. So I do expect a little bit more out of the smaller teams there, but there's going to be a Deadeye coming up. Bromos going to be able to get the kill on Flippy. And that's about it as far as the action goes. A little bit of clashing, a little bit of spam here and there, but nothing else too much. As Lucio, of course, spamming out, trying to build up. Already got his ultimate. Tracer with this pulse bomb, sneaking around. It looks like they're going to wait till 99%. I don't know if I strictly agree with this, to be fair, but this is what they're going to do. They're going to wait till their last push. Pulse bomb misses. Pulse bomb is way off the mark. That's not good. They're going to go ahead and drop the beat on the side of Creation Esports, and this is going to make this fight pretty easy to win, as most of the side of Melty Esports is not going to be in the position to fight it. Bode might be trying to run in. They might try to run in the Soldier, but Soldier gets body blocked, gets cleaned up. Resurrection is there. Bode going to get hooked. Nope, it ends up missing, and he ends up jumping off the cliff as Toxican is able to... Man at arms. Man at arms.
Score 0-1.
That was a little bit entertaining. That was just a little bit entertaining. On to the guarded maps of Lijiang Tower here, guys. Again, this is the second map of the series. Or sorry, the third map of the series. If Creation takes this, it goes right into the next best of 5. If Creation loses this, then we go into another map. And Melty Esports still has a chance to make it into the semifinals. But that's the hard question. That's the question that we went to ask. Can they do it? I believe in Melty Esports. I've cast them quite a bit lately. Creation Esports is a terrifying behemoth to go against. But if anyone can do it, Melty is one of the top teams right now, top 16 in the world. They definitely would need to move up in the pecking order. As Tech is going to go down to Bromos to start, and that's not a good start. As they are going to have the left clicks missing from Bromos onto the Tracer of D-Gun, but it doesn't really matter. Nico's going to end up going down as well to Linkster, and that's going to be a total of 3 kills so far onto the side of the blue team. Make it 4, as they're going to be able to pick up one more. Maybe the McCree can get another. No, those clicks are not going to be enough. He did drop Flippy super low, though. It is worth noting Flippy is going to have to go grab a health pack there. And Bromos actually taking a lot of shots himself. As Nico goes ahead and returns the favor. We're going to switch over to Nico, Flippy, or Melty. Down to the final hours of their game time. If they don't win this map, they don't win this Gardens, then they don't go on to the next map in this King of the Hill. It'd be 2-0, and then they'd be on match point. Match point, game point, match point. Super awkward situation being down 0-2-0-2. As there's going to be Numlock getting dueled up here. He's going to be taking a lot of damage. Nico so far with the double kill. There's going to be a Graviton Surge with the Deadeye over, and it looks like there's going to be a kill. But it's going to be a kill for the side of Melty Esports, as they have only lost D-Gun so far. They're going to go ahead and chase it out, looking for the kill onto Bromos. If they can land the headshots, no. Doesn't look like he's going to be able to land the headshots. So now just looking, now, maybe? Yes! Going to be able to land one, and that's going to be Bromos dead. He landed a dink, and then a follow-up shot. Big kills from him, from Nico. And that's going to prevent a little bit of the offense coming out, at least a little bit of the teeth from the offense, as they aren't going to have a McCree available until just now. Bromos going to be running out of the spawn and getting with his team, you can see right now. Let's see if they choose for a bridge push. They're going to go for a bridge push. They're going to go ahead. Oh, Graviton Surge on top of a sound barrier, though. That's kind of not what you want. You don't want to get it. Oh, and he gets popped off! Flippy! No! Toxican! What a great play by him. And now that means that basically it's fight's a free one. There's going to be a team kill horn coming out here, as they're going to go ahead and dominate that. And that's just a helicopter going flying through the air was Flippy. Fly. There's going to be spam coming out, going to be trying to stall up the side of Melty Esports to prevent them from getting anywhere near the point. That's the goal. 62 charge onto the Zarya. Definitely really high on that charge. Now going to be trying to zone back Flippy, as of course the high charge like that on Zarya can even shred heroes that shred Zarya, such as a Reaper. Now that's going to be a pulse bomb, doesn't have the self available, so it's going to end up dying to it. There's going to be the bubble going out onto the Reaper, but it looks like D-Gun getting a lot of kills here. D-Gun actually ends up falling off the cliff and dying. 65% so far on the point. As there is going to be that Death Blossom coming out. Maybe this Death Blossom can do a little bit more. No. Numlock only going to be able to get one kill as Nico. No, doesn't even. As Nico ends up taking about. Toxican was the one that was able to kill Bromos now. Answering with another. As Bromos is going to end up going down to the side of Flippy. Flippy on the point, still alive. Going to be shocked up by the Zarya. Graviton Surge coming out. Going to be doing a little bit of damage per second, but not a lot. As Zarya is trying to get the kills off the back of that, and it looks like Zarya will be able to. And as this game is just coming so close down to the wire, guys, 90%. They basically need to rely on Tracer Stall, and then they need to rely on a good fight off the back of it. Otherwise, it's not going to happen. D-Gun, you need to go now, and D-Gun is going to go now. He's going to go ahead and trigger overtime. Channeling the Deadeye. I believe that was Bromos. No, it's actually going to be Nico. He ends up dying to Linkster, and now Bromos is going to have his Deadeye. And this is going to make it almost impossible for them to get into the point. Bromos going to get a kill Linkster with 2. And so far, the kill feed is just lighting up in the favor of Creation Esports. 2-2. 2 up in the series, 2 up in the map. If they win this next map, guys, Creation will go 3-0 into the semifinals.
0-2.
And again, the winner, the semifinals, automatically into the prize pool. You are guaranteed to be getting yourself at least $500 for your playing in this tournament. Second place, making it into finals, that means guaranteed, or not guaranteed actually. If you make it into finals, you're not guaranteed to get... Yeah, because what can happen is, so it's double elimination. So the winners play it out. Then you have a winners final who's up there chilling out, waiting for the winners bracket to finish, or losers bracket to finish. But the loser of the winners final still has to what do you call it? Play it out in the losers final and not lose out there. So double eliminations make it for an interesting situation sometimes when it comes to this kind of stuff. As we are going to have Tech up on the high ground. He's got high ground control. That's big for Melty. Let's see if they can exploit that and get a lot done with it. So far, they are going to get a fair bit of damage onto this Junkrat. But now it's going to turn his attention onto the Reaper. As pretty much all of the red team, all of Creation Esports is over to the right-hand side. We're going to go ahead and stay on Tech for a second. He's been critical in games that I've casted before of them to do well. Dion going to be getting knocked off, but going to be able to fly back up thanks to Tech coming to support him by the ledge, allowing him to dash back up. And now Toxican actually able to take out Flippy, and Bode ends up going down. Big critical kills here so far, as it looks like Toxican might end up going flying off. Never mind, is able to climb back up. And that's going to be a knockback. No one ends up flying off because of it. And then just in a very weird spot, they're all the way back at the spawn. Whereas the side of Creation Esports has been able to get on the point and start controlling it. And yep, there we go. Flipped over to Creation Esports. As they're going to look to continue just to have one hero on the point. Link is going to be getting a big kill there as he's able to take out Moonell. Looking for another kill. Flick shot on Nico's head. He flicked that arrow up right into the dome. Now going to be looking for some more, as there's going to be sights being available. Can he land this arrow to cancel a sight? Doesn't matter. Bromoss is going to help in that up with our tier. Now going to be landing arrows onto this Pharah, doing a lot of damage. Again, looking on to the Mercy and the Pharah. So far, the arrows he has landed have done a fair bit of damage, but not quite enough. Wouldn't be surprised to see a Dragon strike soon. It's 27%. He can always build up another one very soon if he uses it relatively soon. But they might also just choose to wait it, as it can be used in other situations for greater effect. Dragon Strike is absolutely amazing. That's going to be a Death Blossom coming out from the side, with our tier doing absolutely nothing, as Tech was able to pick him out. And that's going to be that tire. How much damage does this tire end up doing? He's going to go ahead and go for the slow roll on the tire, wait for them to peek up too far. He can't go ahead and see summon. He is going to go ahead and take out Flippy and do a lot of damage to that Winston. Winston dropping down to basically a 4th HP. Another side of Creation Esports is going to push forward. Nico going to channel that Death Blossom. Not so much gain so far, as the Graviton Surge is going to go out with a Rocket Barrage, but the Rocket Barrage, of course, coming from the side of Melty Esports, not going to do that much. Melty Esports going to lose that Winston, going to lose their Pharah. And now with 66% on the clock, it's getting more and more awkward and more likely that Creation Esports is going to take this 3-0 on the third series of the day. Technically, the second one didn't happen because it's being streamed offline. So unfortunately, we're not going to have any VODs for that game. So we are going to have the Reap being dropped by the side of the blue team, 80%. As they continue to fight it off, that's going to be Linkster with the triple kill, actually. Not sure exactly how he got that. Just great shots coming out from him, it looks like, as he needs to continue that kind of play if his team is going to continue to win. As he lands another shot onto Moonell. Does have the Scatter available, no landing on that, not doing enough damage. Now going to be looking onto the Mercy and lands onto Diga, and that takes him out, 97%. I think they've done it. Creation Esports, 99%. They have the hard containment established. There is actually somebody on the point. Who's on the point? Who's being sneaky? Who's being sneaky? Guys. Remember, you have to have the point to win the game. Creation Esports going to turn around and try to fight this out now and going to just flip the point back. That looks like to be the case, as though there is Moonell to try to stall it out as Winston and multiple heroes from the side of the defense. Tech actually going to clean it up, and it looks like they are going to clean up that hero. Now, if they could turn around and Goose Egg, I think that would be, or not Goose Egg, would end up winning this map. I think that would be very ironic. As the defense was just not defending the point. If they would have primarily defended the point, prevented the hero from getting back on there on the point to flip it, it would have been over by now. But now, again, still opportunity remains. Melty Esports, there's going to be a Graviton Surge coming out, hitting on one, as Mako was able to get out of it with that Wraith Form. There's going to be a tire taking out Tech. That was Bromoss. Resurrection going to be used by D-Gun to bring up Bromoss, and now there's going to be Linkster taking out D-Gun. More kills happening as, again, the actions continuing on the point. It looks like they might be able to get some taking of the point as no one's on it. Lucio's going to be fighting it out against the soldier, and it looks like Lucio will end up dying. As Melty Esports is looking a little bit cleaner here after that take, 54% in ticking. And the side of Creation Esports is looking very awkward. Of course, they do have this Death Blossom available, and if they land this Death Blossom, Bromoss is going to be end up killing himself after he takes out Flippy. If they can use this Death Blossom to good effect, it could just absolutely change the outcome of this game, and that's going to be a hook onto the Roadhog, and it looks like he's going to be channeling in for this Roadhog this soon, as a lot of damage is done to that sound barrier, but of course the Rocket Ball doing a lot of damage. There we go. There's going to be the Death Blossom, already getting himself 1 kill, now 2, but it's not going to be enough, as there is going to be sights available from Flippy. Looks like he's not going to be able to get enough it's so weird because they do a bot in the area, but at the same time, it's like Neek, our tier, you know, he got his death blossom off, and they almost got a few kills, but Flippy with the tech visor doing so much to stall it up, and now we're at 93% to 99%. We might be having a take of the point. The side of Creation Esports not be able to get on the point, and they're just gonna literally hunt down the Mercy and kill her. There's no way that she can get there on time, or no way she can get there safely, as it is just gonna come down to Lynx here with that barrier active, with that Dragon Blade doing a lot of damage. Hopefully we have our own Dragon Blade and barrier, but it looks like they are going to be able to take out Lynx. So he goes down. Now the Lucio just dancing around on the point. Flippy needs to stay alive and keep fighting it out. Our tier and team going to be trying to get back onto the point here, as we will go over to overhead view, so you guys can see a better idea of what's going on here. As the point is actually contested here only by one hero. It's going to be D-Gun. He gets cleaned up, and now there's multiple heroes on the side of Creation Points on the point. They're going to go ahead and flip it, and now overtime ticking down. No mobility heroes. Tracer, no. 3-0. Creation Esports is going to be the final score, guys. As the side of Melty Esports is not able to take a map, they were able to have some good runs there. The last map, I think, definitely looking a lot cleaner than you would have normally expected, but the first two maps definitely lopsided, going over to the side of Creation Esports. They'll be moving on into the semifinals, guys. I can go ahead and link the bracket in just a moment again, guys, but yeah, congratulations to Creation Esports. They've guaranteed themselves a chance of winning $500. Flippy with 37 elimination kills. No surprise there. But we'll go ahead and update the title, guys, and the background waiting information. So again, guys, you are watching the battle. I want to say thank you so much for your viewership. Thank you so much for tuning in. You guys are amazing. All of you that stuck around into this next game. The last match of the day should be another really exciting one. So definitely go get on social media. Let your friends, let your fam know. We have SG1 taking on the side of Reunited coming up next. That should be another really exciting match, guys. I'm excited for it. I'm going to get on social media in just a moment and get out there and start talking about it. But what I want to say is, again, thank you so much to UCCleague for hosting the event. I want to say thank you so much to the side of excuse me, brain blanking. I want to say so much thank you to UCCleague. You guys are here on the channel. Definitely go follow them. Just down below, click the follow button. As well as all to our sponsors. We have a $4,000 prize pool. That wouldn't be possible without some sponsors. esportsgaming.com, Game Today, Arcade, and VitalBet. Of course, some of those being betting sets for you, and Game Today, I believe, being a site that you can access video games and get more games for your collection. So different wide array. If you're looking into betting, definitely Esports Gaming, definitely VitalBet, definitely check them out. And as far as it goes for me, guys, if you enjoy my casting, my name is RaptorZ. You can follow me on Twitter at RaptorZOW. That's the easiest way to show support for me. But if you guys don't like my casting, definitely give me your feedback. Definitely give me your thoughts, ideas, suggestions, whatever you guys have. I do want to know so I can become a better caster. The second thing along with that is that I do an analysis series, and I do my own content production. So if you guys enjoy what I do in Overwatch and you enjoy my casting, then you might enjoy my content. So go head over to my YouTube at youtube.com/user/DotaRaptors. Or you can just Google search or YouTube search StratWatch, as that is the name of my series that I do. But again, guys, thank you so much for your viewership. You guys are amazing. You're the lifeblood of the community. Viewers of these games are what make this all worth it. And so again, guys, thank you so much for choosing this tournament to watch, as there is a lot going on. I definitely get a multi-stream going of the Atlantic Showdown and this, but we are going to be heading into the last best of 3 for this event here in just a little bit, guys. Again, I am RaptorZ. This is the battle. We have SG1 versus Reunited coming up next.